I mean, like, what are we gonna... We don't really have a plan for this part. Like, we need to talk to him about a plan, right?
Yeah. See what he's found out. So, yeah, I guess, yeah, we'd have to
Okay, so you're going to go see, what's the name?
John Taylor. John something.
You can each make
I'm looking for a John.
You can, what'd you say? John who?
Thompson?
What do you think it is? You can each make me an idea check.
That's
Too
cheating,
far.
though.
Wait, did you ever get told the name?
No.
I mean, I have the card in my hand. It's John Thompson.
No, he took that card with him.
But I rolled
Yeah,
a...
but when...
Right.
I was
okay,
there
then,
when he...
okay,
I
then that's the
said-
name you give, John
Yeah.
Thompson.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
rolled
that's
a
correct.
6%.
You rolled 6%, but nobody told you the name.
But I can just...
I don't know. John
Nissa
Thompson
remembered.
or something?
Nissa remembered. You remembered. I was just giving her a hard time to make sure that...
Precognition.
Stand by your guns always, Nissa. Okay, so you guys go and visit
I
him.
bought another one.
They, you can go and see him in his cell, or they can, he's not dangerous, so you can meet in the, right, yeah, which is like a,
Lobby-ish area?
not lobby, it's actually, it's a visiting room. So it's just a nice formal room, and then they can bring him out and you guys can spend some time in that.
Just let us know whichever room he would prefer to meet in, and we'll do that one.
Make me another luck check, Bo. Let's see if you got a nice early or a lame ass one.
0, 3.
0-3, alright.
Got the nice
So
one.
you've got,
Smith. Gotta be Smith. He's my guy.
let's see, I rolled randomly.
This game.
Okay, there we go. Yep, you got Smith. Smith's working that day. He comes to you and asks, he says you have a couple visitors. He gives you the name Natalie Porter, or are you using the other name?
No.
Natalie Porter and a Bridges. You want to see him?
Yeah, absolutely.
You want him brought here to your room, or you want to go over into the... They're in the waiting room right now. They're in the visiting room if you'd like to visit them in there, or you can visit them in here. Miss Porter said it's up to you.
How many chairs do I have in my room? Or
None.
like none? So just the bed?
You've pretty much been sitting on the bed when you're reading that kind of stuff. Yeah.
I guess the visiting room would be a
Okay,
little...
so he escorts you
A little bit.
just around the corner, unlocks the door, and leads him in. And they bring him in wearing scrubs or a gown, comfortable shoes and stuff like that. He looks very relaxed, actually.
Nice.
There's some creepy stuff. It has a creepy vibe. Some of the people who work here, but other than that, it has been very relaxing. All you've had to do is read and socialize and sleep. So yeah, and then the orderly just tells you to call when you're finished, and he closes the door and gives you all some privacy. Dun, dun,
Dun, dun.
I guess I'll just tell him everything that seems relevant and then ask where to go from here.
dun. Okay.
Everything that seems relevant, or
Well, I'm assuming everything about the staff, the timelines that he's... Everything I've told him, pretty much.
anything
The staff,
about patients?
the timelines, the patients. Probably talks about the patients, some of the patients.
Because you might be able to start a ruckus if you tell what's his name that.
He's Napoleon.
Wellington?
No. Tell him that the girl that hates people
Has
calls
his
her
horse and sword.
Napoleon and has his horse and sword.
Or
Well,
that she's
or-
French.
On that,
Oh yeah, she's
if you could play all three of them, like go behind the guy that's paranoid and make somebody go talk to the girl, and then Napoleon, or make him, if you can get them all,
all crazy.
yeah.
Well, yeah, you could get the two to make each other crazy, and then you could just keep running behind the other guy.
And then what's the plan
Oh,
for where,
wait.
when, and why?
Oh, I was gonna do something, but I was waiting
Yeah,
for
we
you to
just
know with
run
Bo, but I
around.
Oh, what?
forgot.
Well, what? That's okay. You
well-
have like almost a week, so yeah. If there's something you want to retro, we can.
I
I
would.
don't like this one.
I want to check out the that coal chute from the back.
How?
Sneak.
Like when you get there, just walk around this.
No, like I would probably do
That's
it
pretty
at
good.
night.
At night? Okay.
Yeah.
They close the gates at night and they
Okay.
lock them. There's another one of those little pipes on the outside wall if you want to try to communicate with people inside.
I guess I might just go in and walk around before going in then, and if they ask me what I'm doing,
Yeah. Make a luck check, see if anybody notices.
just want to check it out the facility for my friend
You
manager.
can walk around. It's cold as hell out.
16.
16. Yeah, you made it. Let's see what the weather's like. Tornado? That can't be right. It's raining. It's just gross.
Wait, is that our
It's just
penguin
overcast.
roll?
We'll say it's like...
Colossal earthquake.
Oh boy.
We're gonna call that one very cloudy, so that's what we'll call the tornado.
Okay.
Consular. Asylum's swallowed up. Oh, problem solved. You don't see anybody.
Okay.
You walk
goes
around.
Bo.
This looks like just a garage. You walk around this way. There is a coal chute in the back. There is like a door on it.
I'm trying to see if it was like has a lock or what.
Yeah, let's take a look. Jump down in there. Ha, we started. Wait, Bo doesn't know anything. Shut up.
No, I just want to see if it like has a lock on it.
It's tight. It is a narrow coal chute. And what is your size?
13.
You might have trouble getting into it.
But he might not.
What's your
I should
size?
be able to fit
What's your
11.
size? He would be still a tight fit, but not as. But he might be able to squeeze through. Somebody a little smaller than him would actually be better. What's your size, Bo?
15.
Oh God, Bo would be in trouble if he tried to get in or out of the coal chute. He
Well,
might be able to make it,
I
but it's going
wasn't
to be
sure
a
if 13
struggle.
was like
Um,
because I'm 10 strong, which means I'm
you find the base
not
one.
very strong. Like, isn't that less than average?
Yeah, what they're doing is they've given a size that can easily fit through, or a
Oh,
size
okay.
that you have to be less than to fit through. I'm saying if somebody's bigger than that, or much, even just a little bigger than that, they'll have trouble. If someone's
Okay.
considerably bigger than that, Bo would have a terrible time getting through that coal chute. He's just too solid. He's too big.
Don't even make
So,
it past the shoulders.
You might be able to, but it's going to be a
Duke.
big old squeeze. And keep in mind, anybody who does go through it is going to end up covered with coal dust
Yeah.
too. So just keep that in mind. I'm throwing that out there.
Yeah, I
so
was
you go.
thinking about that.
Because coal dust is awful stuff.
Yeah.
As far as like it sticks to everything.
Can't you brush it off?
You can, but it's still going to leave you pretty messy. Okay, it doesn't say so. I'm going to say there doesn't appear to be any kind of locking mechanism. There's like a latch to hold it closed. And obviously it's set up so that the coal man can come around and has easy access. But like I said, it's narrow. It's actually like a chute, so it's kind of long,
Like a
maybe
slide.
like 6 or 7 feet long, and narrow enough that you don't think you would be able to easily get through it. It would be a tight squeeze, and you'd be kind of worried like it was stuck. He might be able to make it, but it's still going to probably be a little tight for him. That's your guess from the size of the door, and from knowing coal chutes. You spend so much time in them. And you wander on around, blah, 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 and you go in and then
There
you
are
meet
no other
up with Bo.
entrances.
So yeah, you could have. You don't see any other entrances and all the, there's doors, boom, boom. Doors, there's a door here at the end. Yeah. And that's when you meet, he tells you about everything that he's learned so far, pretty much. And then go. And we're at 4:40 p.m. So, just FYI, guys.
So there's this. The only other entrance besides coming in here to like visit, there's a coal chute that I probably just get through, but you might be able to squeeze through. You could probably wiggle down.
True.
So it's not locked. It's just attached. So if you were able to, that would get you right next to the door.
But with all this sneaking around, if we get caught, that's
Yeah, I was just
not
letting you
doing
know.
something illegal.
That is very much doing something illegal. Trespassing. Breaking in and trespassing.
Dragon's rooms are on the main floor, right?
Yeah. Down here. Coal chutes here. Steps up here. They come to here.
So what time of day is the exercise common space room?
It's twice a day for 2 hours, or up to 2 hours. Mid-morning, mid-afternoon. So like 10 and 2. Afterwards is lunch. In between, then you have some of your own time. And the doctor fits times in there to talk to people.
Is there any time of day that people are less alert and or different orderlies working at different times of day?
You've noticed that the rural orderlies are mostly work at night. But actually, no, nobody's working at night. There's not like guards prowling the corridors. So there's not many people working at night. And those 4 orderlies all work during the day. You've seen more of the surly ones after hours. Like you're guessing that the 2 that you like are actually strictly like 9 to 5. And then the others might be there in the evenings.
Might live there.
Might live there, yes. It doesn't sound like there's like you haven't noticed like people walking by in the middle of the night like on a regular pattern. It's not like there's a guard.
Anything about where they keep their keys?
All the orderlies carry a set of keys for all the doors. That's all you've probably been able to find out. And the doctors. All the
And we
doctors
don't
have a
know
set
where
of keys.
any of them live.
Haven't looked it up because I haven't had names. And you probably could get all the names of the orderlies from Bo. Yeah, you're okay.
Bam.
So you've got them all.
And the cleaning lady would have keys, right?
Yes,
He's
the cleaning
the
lady you think would have keys
No,
too.
he's the maintenance. He's like maintenance.
Maintenance and James.
Maintenance you don't know, you've just seen that guy and
Yeah.
you found out he's a handyman, you have not very much information about him at all. When he moves, he's slow. You had to notice that. Because I'm assuming that you take some time when you're in your cell just kind of watching out the windows
Oh,
and when
yeah.
you spot stuff, you keep an eye on it. He's a slow mover, whatever that means. And it's winter, so there's not been a lot of grounds work going on either.
Cleaning people don't have keys.
Dude,
Yeah, you think that the cleaning lady does. You haven't seen anything
maybe
of
not
what's
individual cell keys.
ugly lady, Barrow, whatever her name is. You've seen nothing of
Yeah.
her since you got here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do me a listen check, Bo. Give me one kind of general listen check.
Make it.
What's that?
That's how
2.
it is. 20 something.
22
Out of?
Nice.
out of 72.
Good God. Okay. You could have sworn one night you woke up and you heard like music playing and people laughing and stuff, but it was like a long ways away. Like you could just barely make it out. It might have been a dream. Or
Did it
else
sound upstairs?
It might have been. No, it sounded like it was probably downstairs somewhere. Is your guess?
Could I
Or it
make
might
out
have been
any
some people
voices?
having a party. You couldn't actually identify any voices, but it sounded like people were having a party or something.
Okay. You want to convey that as well.
My brain is getting tired. Just
Okay.
trying to figure out.
We can wrap it up. You guys have gotten a ton of information on this place from Bo.
Yeah, I just don't see how any of it fits together. Can't think.
We need to steal keys if we're gonna explore.
Yeah, your other option is to actually try to find somebody who's good at breaking and entering.
Yeah.
You can always call John Forney up saying, "Why aren't you at the game? We need a thief or something.
Well,
We need a burglar."
if we can get a hold of some keys, we can cause a ruckus by unlocking
Random cells too.
all the cell people out.
Yeah,
Maybe.
that could cause a ruckus.
Oh, you know all those dangerous people upstairs? They're running around.
Well, he's on the non-dangerous side.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are supposedly some bunch of dangerous people on the other side. You haven't seen any sign of any of those prisoners, inmates.
Have I gotten a vibe at all for where there might be like a maintenance closet or anything like that?
The laundry closet.
Let's see. Oh, I'm looking at the keys. You're not going downstairs very much at all. Actually, not going downstairs at all. C6 is a linen closet. You eventually would probably find out.
B6?
No,
C-
C6, sorry. I keep aiming for B and M. We already did C7, didn't we? That's the laundry that's got a plaque. C5 is hydrotherapy. No, not really. This area and this area is mainly what you're seeing. Well, no, you could have gone downstairs too because you could have asked to go walk around outside a couple times and they would have had to take you down either through the front door or this back door here. These are locked. All the exterior door, this exterior door is locked at all times because they had to use their keys to let you in and out. B6. B6 says storage on it. B7 says handyman. You don't go down this corridor, so you can't really see any further down that. B5 is electrotherapy. That's the electrotherapy shop. B13. That's Negan's office. The administrator, the guy that pretty much runs all the numbers and stuff. B14. B14 says file room.
Huh?
File
room.
room.
Oh, I
Oh, no. You wouldn't have seen that one because that's off of this room, which is an office or something. That's Fraden's office here. That's got Fraden's name on it. Looks like that's like an office that he uses outside of his little area. B4, B3, and B2. B2 is there's nothing on that door, but you eventually figure out it's a closet. A lot of the it's got clothes and junk in it. B3 is Dr. Strong's office. You've seen the inside of that. And B4 is an exam room because they took you down there. Actually, they would have taken you first thing. After you got checked in, that's where you would have gone first, and Dr. Strong would have examined you, did the physical examination. And so those are the areas that you have seen or passed. You're more familiar with this area here and this up here.
Are these
Actually,
dots?
this whole area here.
What are these dots?
You don't know.
Oh, okay.
Which dots?
These dots.
Oh, that's like, this is gravel, like for a car to drive on. These are
Where's the
paths.
Is the gate this?
Yeah. The gate's like this. There's a little, there's a tiny gate there that's got, when you guys go check the exterior grounds, there's a tiny gate that also is locked. And then the main gates are here, and there's a main gate here that's always locked as well. Yeah. You would guess that the coal delivery comes in this gate, drops off here, and then goes back out. This is where automobiles can come in and leave. And this is just a little side gate for pedestrians.
Well,
So
if we
what
were
kind
gonna
of
do
doors
this,
and locks are there?
The cell doors are solid. The doors with these dots in front of them are like steel doors.
Nice.
So
okay.
these doors you guys would recognize when you were here before. They're steel doors.
Well,
so it's-
if we want to.
How do
cause-
they open and close and stuff?
what do you mean?
Like handles, what kind of lock?
Yeah, they have a handle and they have large key locks. So they have to be opened by a key from either side. There's no latches on any of these. It's like old skeleton keys
Yeah.
are inserted and then pull back out. And you've never seen a key left in any of the locks. And what was your question, Nissa?
Well, I was gonna say if we're wanting to do this, or would we be wanting to do this like in the day or at night? Because like, if there was some way that we could like hide out in this tree until dark, and then you would go down the chute and then open the door.
No leaves.
Huh? Oh,
It's winter.
shit. Well, if we found somewhere to hide, and then you could come in the coal chute and let me in.
I mean, you can just hop the fence at night.
Yes, the fence is.
Oh, I just assumed it would be. But anyways, then you could go downstairs and check there, and I could check the offices, which are right. This makes no sense.
What?
This is the ground floor. Where do you enter?
Right here. B1.
Oh, okay. So that just looked like a room. I'm like, why would you?
Yeah,
Okay.
so-
No, it's okay. So this right here is Fragan's stuff. So if you
The-
came from the coal chute and let me in, then I could do this stuff, and you could do like basement.
Basement
And then-
shenanigans.
And this would be like when he would unlock the doors and like wake them up. And
Yeah,
then
I
people
guess
would be,
at
like,
night.
And then like the prisoners are out. The prisoners, but what would be a good thing is if you could, like if we get the keys. This is if we get the keys.
Yeah.
If you could go get the kid, bring him to your cell, and then cause the ruckus.
Yeah, make it so though.
Yeah, hide the child.
Wall's 10 foot high and 2 feet thick. Just FYI, the exterior wall. The wall that runs around the entire asylum.
The child is
10
10
feet high, 2
feet
feet-
tall.
No.
2 feet. I'm just
Wall.
kidding.
He loves to soak.
So bring a ladder.
I have to come up there and talk to you, boy.
Well, there's bars on all the windows.
Well, he's saying a ladder to
Oh,
get
right.
over the wall.
Yeah.
Because 10 feet high is going to be rough, just jumping up and trying to climb over.
Yeah, no.
But if you bring a ladder and come from the back, who's gonna see you at night?
No.
Yeah, oh well.
To the best of our knowledge.
Let's make a luck check. Who's got the worst luck?
I'm 50.
Let's go with me with 75.
No.
50's the worst we have.
Make a luck check, though. We're going to see if there are houses on the back side of this, like there's a neighborhood there, or if it's on the very edge of town.
This is a 5 and this is a 6.
56. So there are a few houses around all sides of the asylum.
Well, if we came in a patrol car.
I mean, if you went at 3 a.m., people go to sleep.
True.
Find
So
out
As
who
long
has
as
a
you're
dog.
quiet. That would not be hard to do. Find out who has a dog. Bo, make a luck check.
No.
No!
Anyone
Everyone
else?
has a dog. What? And they all leave them out all night long, and they're really loud.
And they're all pit bulls.
How
Have
is this
modern alarm
possible?
systems on their homes.
But it
That's
would be
suspicious.
he-
Kill them all.
It would be he and me outside though, so shouldn't we make a
I'm just kidding. There's houses that are kind of around the place, but yeah, like Bo said, if you go early morning hours and you try to be very quiet, there's a good chance nobody will even notice.
Just gotta make sure we don't shoot anybody.
Maybe bring a second ladder to get back out.
Well, what I was thinking is we would climb on top.
Something.
We would climb on top of the fence, lift it up, put it over,
You can do that too.
because there's not going to be room for two.
I mean, whatever works for you.
Yeah.
Just saying, have a way back out too.
Yeah, I thought of that. And maybe a rope to tie on the top rung of the ladder for when we need to get out, and we just want to get out really quick. And if we have to leave the ladder, we can leave the ladder.
Well,
And
of
I've got
course.
rope, so.
Well, it's a 10-foot drop. If you really got desperate, you could drop down the other side. You know what I mean? On your way out.
That's not that bad.
Well, we have
so
a Ken.
I was reading, so I don't know if you just said that.
Yeah, 10 feet.
I mean, one person jumps down, lower, and then somebody up top lowers the kid to him.
Oh, the kid. You're talking about the kid.
That'd
be
Okay,
pretty cool.
Yeah. Just shove him. He'll be fine.
Crunch.
I'm a big, weak guy. I'll catch him.
Big weak. Oh, you're weak?
Whoa. Yeah, I like a 9
Someone
strength.
did that in a
5
game
dex.
one time. I'm gonna catch him.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh.
Was that at this table? I can't remember.
I don't think so. Well, I wasn't here at least for it. So if we would have to time this all
Let's do it.
really well.
Got
You
my
wanna do
ski
it
mask.
today,
guess-
or do you want to wait till the
Black
next game
outfit.
session? Because it has the plan. This plan has
The potential
Yeah,
to
we
go a
could
really long
see
time.
if the
Thank you,
next.
yes.
Yeah.
because
yeah.
even if you're just sneaking around, that can.
Yeah,
Take a long
sneaking will
time.
take forever.
I think
And
our
if you're
best-
fighting, that takes a lot of time
Well,
too.
Yeah, and like what you would need to do is you would need to come in the Cole way, and then you would have to listen for the distraction upstairs to let me in, you know, to make sure it's happening at the same time.
Wait, what? I thought we were going at night.
Yeah.
I
Is
think
it
our
a-
best bet would be to wait until the next campaign, and that way
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just be like,
Yeah.
We'll
they're
wait for the next
gathering
game
more
session. You
people
guys
to
can
do
make
it.
as much planning right now as you want,
Yeah.
or we can just wrap this up.
I just wanted to get that plan out there before I forgot it.
Yeah.
So your plan is to sneak in, but have a distraction too.
Yes.
Wait, at night.
At
Yeah,
night.
you could do that.
That's
That's up
That
to you.
because that would.
well, yeah, we could, but I
Throughout your
feel like just trying to sneak around at 3 in the morning. Most people sleep.
Like with ideal sneaking, you don't need a distraction.
You're a good sneaker too, aren't you?
Yeah.
Sneaker,
I know.
sneaker.
Yeah, I'm pretty decent at sneaking
I got
too.
50.
It could go either way. With the distraction, it will alert the staff, and then people will be up
That's
and
true.
around. If without the distraction, potentially, if there is no staff that's up and around, you'll have a little bit more freedom. The
Okay,
distraction
well
will
then-
get all the staff in one place, which will leave other places so that you can look. So there's like pros and
Yeah.
cons to either plan. They're
Yeah.
both decent plans.
Well, the thing
I-
Or
is,
you
if-
could end up doing both.
I'm-
You could sneak it first, come back later, and
Yeah.
then do the distraction too. So you got a lot of options.
Sneaking really armed, you run into somebody. Hey.
Sneaking really armed.
Mm-mm.
We're just assaulting the place.
Yeah, no.
Well, you don't have to shoot. You just,
Yeah.
you know, hey, you're tied up now.
Yeah, with 1d6 and clubbing too, I think that'd be decent at knocking people out, right?
Yeah, what you can do is you go for you can try to knock somebody out by hitting them in the head, basically.
Clack!
You do the
Would that be
and it's
fist?
the damage. You could use the fist to do
He's
that.
got club.
You could do it with a club. You can use it with a
Oh.
fist with a blackjack. You could
I didn't pick blackjack because I felt like that would
that's
be
a criminal.
min-maxing
Yeah,
too
that's a
hard.
criminal. That's a criminal type of a tool. But
A sap.
you take the damage and you put that. I believe I'll double check the rules, but you put that against their either their con or their present hit points. And if they don't make the roll to resist, they're knocked out. If they do make the roll and resist it, they still take the damage, which could still potentially
It's
knock them out. If it's,
win-win. Yeah.
it's not really win-win.
well, with knocking them out,
It's
you don't
win, don't win as much.
know. You don't know when they'll.
Now there's always
You can time
ether
up, though.
or chloroform.
That's true.
Mm.
Oh, yeah,
I
I
mean,
didn't-
So there's always. Hey, does this smell like chloroform?
That's my favorite.
That's the line that they always use on the RPPR.
Um,
Does it smell like chloroform? And they don't always use it, but it's
oh,
the
we
go-to
should cut the
line.
phone line.
Mm-hmm. Cut the phone line.
Yeah, you could. There are electric lines that run to the place, and the phone lines would be along with them. I don't think that's on the map exactly, but I can figure out where they're.
Well,
they
I
would
mean,
be.
city plans are usually in the city.
Can I get
yes,
night
and I'm a
vision
librarian.
Providence would have. They'd be
Yeah.
at the front seat in
Well,
Providence.
I mean, I work in the
Yes.
Providence
I
Library.
mean, it's
so-
back then, so I had to use
Well, you
the
can
light
see where the
switch
phone
on the
line. You
front,
can see
right?
where the lines are. Yeah, you could do some research and figure out what's the phone line and what's the electric line.
Yeah.
It would be two separate lines. So yeah, so you guys have kind of a plan. You got a man on the inside still, who's trying to chum it up with Dr. Strong,
Chum it. What a-
and the guys who aren't like creepy, super creepy.
I'm even
ways.
trying them. It's just not working.
Yeah, they're really standing out.
We just need to figure out how to get the keys though, at least for that one cell. And maybe Manfred.
Yeah, right now that's
well,
kinda,
Manfred,
that's
we
the
can,
tricky
he can,
part.
He can get out at any point.
Manfred. Oh yeah, you
Like
could
he's-
have Pendergast
yeah.
have him get him out of there whenever you want.
Yeah.
So you have a plan. You have a couple ideas for plans. So
I just
Um,
those keys.
next weekend is Super World. Oh, comments.
For this?
Compliments. No. Well, you guys have fun. Was this this was totally made up by me with these two cultists that you guys dealt with.
Oh, like on
Yeah.
the spot?
Yeah. I didn't have any idea that Bo was gonna be like, you help me with these guys first. So I was
Oh.
like, okay.
Yeah, that threw me off. I
Let's
was
make
like,
these
just
guys
let them
up.
ransack your house. They're not going to steal your
my
boat.
house.
The players are the ones who should be guiding the game, and that's why the game will move quickly or slowly depending upon how you guys want it to go. I try not to push like, no, you can't do that. I'm not ready for that.
I would have found Bertelli if I had just rolled a little higher on my listen check.
Or
Somebody.
would you just not heard your daughter in there? What? Oh shit, she's gone. Okay, there's another distraction. Great. So yeah, did you guys have a good time? I know it moved a little slowly, but I think it's gonna start moving quick when you guys actually all get in the asylum.
Yeah.
For better or for worse.
I just don't want Pendergast to lose too much money. That
You can
guy.
afford it. Fuck him.
Oh, he's such a nice guy. No,
Is this inmates?
one of my most
Oh,
favorite
some of those,
NPCs, though.
inmates on
In
the
all
bottom.
seriousness, I
Okay.
love that guy.
Who? Pendergast?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, good. So we got the inmates. I tried to keep these separate just to make it a little easier to find later.
Yeah.
No, it was.
Alright, so-
It's fun. I started to get lost in a little bit when it was just Bo.
Get bored, you mean, or?
Oh no, I was
Uh-uh.
just getting
Oh,
lost.
okay.
I'm
No,
sorry.
anytime
Little
when
drowsy.
you think it's going to end up being like, I'm going to end up giving you all this information later, you're welcome to kind of listen in on what's going on. You don't have to.
Yeah.
I know as a player, a lot of times, if I'm not in a room dealing with what's going on, then I'll read a book or mess
Yeah.
around online.
Oh yeah, no, I've got my phone.
Thanks for watching.
But